So I had a dream last night, and let's see if I can't hold this here and keep this real short. But I had a dream last night, and ordinarily I usually don't let those sort of things bother me a great deal. It's just sort of relegated to the subconscious, and you forget about it. But this one kind of disturbed me, in that I don't really know why. I mean, it sort of vexed me in ways I can't quite articulate. And, I mean, there's usually only two types of dreams that I remember. And that's either dreams in color or, disturbing dreams or life-changing type dreams like that. I do dream in color. It has been known to happen. Maybe I'll talk about it sometime. But the dream in particular disturbed me last night. And the reason actually I'm talking about it because I was sitting here by the fountain and the waterfall behind me, and it's just sort of stuck in my craw, and I can't get to the bottom of it. But the gist of it was this: it was a late afternoon near sunset, and I'm walking down the street, and I happen chance by a playground, and I see some basketball courts, and to paint a picture, it's kind of cloudy, foggy, not quite night or dark yet, just sort of dusk. The sun's sort of going down. People are leaving the park. I guess they're finishing with their games, and so I proceed and walk into the park and pick up a ball and start shooting around. Well, no sooner than a couple of shots later, clouds begin to form out of nowhere like a thunderhead, and this torrential downpour begins. I mean, and this is just like biblical proportions. I don't know if any of you have ever been or are from the South, but most of my family's from the Delta regions, from New Orleans on back up to St. Natchez, across the river to Vidalia, Louisiana, and down there you get sometimes out of nowhere just these storms that are just of biblical proportions. They are torrential downpours, and they can last anywhere from 20 minutes on up to maybe 2 hours or 2 days. But it's just the amount of water that falls in that time frame will blow your mind. And so it began to rain exactly like that. And before I know it, or before I had the chance to pick up my bag and leave the park, I looked down and I'm probably maybe knee deep in water, almost, 2.5 feet. And so the water's continually rising within the park for whatever reason. And now I'm faced with the choice to either look for my bag, which I guess I assume was valuable, my backpack or whatever it was that I had, or I leave the park immediately. As this was a life-threatening situation, as the water was coming in so quickly. And so I don't know if you call this a midlife crisis type dream or what, but it's bugging me, because I will admit that I have come to the road in some respects, to a fork in the road. I guess maybe you would call that a midlife crisis, but at 34, I've just come to the decision that I've got to make changes, profound changes. And so I sort of wonder, was this dream indicative of that? I mean, if I don't let go of certain things, will I drown? I really don't know. But I mean, if anybody's got some insight on this, by all means, leave me a comment or send me a text message or something like that, because it's really bugging me, and I don't know why. But like that old saying, changes are coming. So, I don't know. Help a brother out.